Good morning, good morning. It's currently Tuesday, but I don't have to work today since I took the day off. I have never done that before. I have overplanned my May. I'm either away every weekend from Friday to Monday, even though I'm still working, so I'm just working remotely or at the airport or whatever. Or on the other weekends, I have people staying here in London with me in my flat, and that has been 3 weekends in a row now. I have another trip coming up on Thursday even, so I decided that I just need a day for myself. I need to get my flat in order, do some things I normally get done on weekends. So I let myself sleep in a little. It's already nearly 10 but I've got a hairdresser appointment in the city at 11 where I'm gonna head to now, and if I have a little bit of time before, I might want to pop into 1 or 2 shops, just because why not go to a shop on a Tuesday morning and hope nobody else is there, as I'm going to the hairdresser today, and then I'll also have an exciting appointment later. I need to get myself ready for that first, because if I'm gonna sit there at the hairdresser watching myself in the mirror for 3 hours, I want to look semi-good. Also, the current state of my hair, I'm not blonde anymore, but I'm hopefully gonna be blonde after that appointment. You couldn't tell that I actually have bob. I think there are at least 2 inches that I need to cut off, but in my hairdresser I trust, so let's get started. I'm just gonna do a little bit of brows and some blush. Somebody might say I look like I did 2 minutes ago, but I feel better. Look du jour. I wanted to wear my silver Mary Janes, but it's gonna be raining all day, so it's probably better not to. Okay, I've secured my matcha. It is the vanilla sea salt Conde Claire matcha. It's fantastic, never tried before. And now I'm off to get my hair fixed. I'm back home in my kitchen, and honestly, I'm quite exhausted. It was a day out and about in London. First of all, you can see my hair is very short. I think it's in between like a nice bob and Claire. It's French. If you know, you know. Hair will grow. I'm also not a huge fan of how hairstylists typically style your hair. Washing my hair tonight is definitely on my list. I just like to let my hair dry naturally, and it just has a better texture. So that's what I'm gonna do later. However, I ended up nearly 3.5 hours at the hairdresser today. So my other appointment was very much rushed. I originally had plans to eat out in London and even enjoy some sunshine or whatever, but I had absolutely no time, so I was just rushing from A to B. And also, weather was horrible. But my second appointment of today was actually to get a permanent memory of London. Still very red. Not sure you can see the entire line, but I got myself my second tattoo. I've got one last year, so this is the second addition to my left arm. I'm very, very happy. I went to the same studio as I went last year because I was really, really happy with everything, the process, how it turned out. You know, if you have somebody you trust, you're just gonna stick with it. Anyway, home now, and since this is my only day off for also the next 2 weeks, I think even though I really want to be out, eat a pastry, have a cup of coffee or tea maybe, I need to get going at home. So next up is tidy my apartment, do some laundry, wash my sheets and everything. And I think let's go. And while I was out, my H&M parcel got delivered, and these are the mesh flats I ordered. They come with a gold detail, which I'm not huge of a fan of because I am a silver girly after all, but they're quite comfortable, but I think they're a tiny bit too big. So I'm not sure whether I should keep them or not because, yeah, I'm not gonna try them on in front of camera because no free feet content here. TBD whether I'm gonna return them or not, but they feel very comfortable. Even the padding inside the shoes quite nicely. I'm just not too sure about the size. It's ridiculously late now, but I'm finally in bed. Laundry is done. I've got my freshly washed sheets on. Also taken off the cling film from my tattoo, but it's still very black and red. I know it's gonna heal differently than it's looking right now, so let's just say I'm very, very happy with what I can see right now. I'm also currently reading The Secret History by Donna Tartt. I feel like everybody and their mom read that recently or is currently reading this book. I see it online all the time. I see it on the tube because, you know, people in the tube are actually reading. I'm on page 168 right now, so I definitely have read a chunk of it already, but I think the entire book is like 600 plus pages, so it's a heavy one. And so far, I think it might be a very, very slow burn in this case. What I've known so far is that The Secret History is about a bunch of young people going to an elite college in New England. You can slowly see the characters grow, get more details about who acts like they come from money, but they don't really have a single dime. The reader also gets a bit more insight into the charismatic professor at this college. But otherwise, nothing really exciting has happened so far. Probably a fourth into the book, besides a very cold winter. I'm waiting for the plot. I'm gonna continue reading, go to bed, and that's it for my Tuesday on annual leave.